I'm just walking down that track. I've got tears in my eyes, trying to read this letter from my home. Now if this train run me right, I'll be home tomorrow night, 'cause I'm 900 miles from my home, and I hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow. The train that I'm on, 9 coaches long. Hear that whistle blowing many a mile. Yeah, and if this train runs me right, I'll be home tomorrow night. I'm 900 miles from my home. Hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow. I pawn you my watch, I pawn you my chain, pawn you my diamond golden ring. Yeah, and if this train runs me right, I'll be home tomorrow night. I'm 900 miles from my home. Hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow. If my woman tells me so, then I can't railroad no more. I'll sidetrack my engine going home. Yeah, and if this train runs me right, I'll be home tomorrow night. I'm 900 miles from my home. Hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow. Now I'm just walking down that track. I got tears in my eyes, trying to read this letter from my home. Yeah, and if this train runs me right, I'll be home tomorrow night. I'm 900 miles from my home. Hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow. And I hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow.
Hi SVARA radio listeners, I am Pacemaker. Welcome back to my show. I don't know how many I've done. Today, if you can't tell, I've got a little bit of a different show for you. My friend Maeve is coming on to tell me about folk music.
Hello.
Hi Maeve. How are you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here. So what was that track?
That was 900 Miles
Yeah.
by Terry Callier,
Mm-hmm.
who's an amazing artist. I don't know if you've heard of him before.
Not until you've played me that song.
Yeah, he's amazing. It's like a proper classic folk song that's been covered loads.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely my favourite cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely didn't get the rise to fame that he deserved. But yeah, he's an amazing artist. Yeah, next we've got Sometimes by Bessie. What's her name? Bessie Jones.
Bessie Jones?
Yeah, you can just play this song.
Okay, cool. And you can tell me about it after.
Way down yonder, sometimes below the law, sometimes blue from Mary, sometimes it is mother-in-law, sometimes let's get on board, sometimes I wanna ball that jack, sometimes I tell my honey come back, sometimes I wanna rap back jack, sometimes I get a hump in my back, sometimes I'm going over here, sometimes I'm gonna get my pal, sometimes way down yonder, sometimes below the law, sometimes blue from Mary, sometimes it his mother-in-law, sometimes let's get on board, sometimes I'm gonna ball that jack, sometimes I tell my honey come back, sometimes I wanna rap that jack, sometimes I get a hump in my back, sometimes I'm going over here, sometimes I'm gonna get my pal.
So what was that track, Maeve?
That was Sometimes by Bessie Jones, and actually the ethnomusicologist Alan Lomax.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, she's an amazing folk singer. When I played it to Rowan the first time, she was like, oh, it sounds a bit bluesy because it's got that call and response. But yeah, if you don't know anything about the history of the Georgia Sea Islands, which is where that song is recorded from, really recommend looking at that. It's super interesting.
Do you know? Do you know?
Yeah. So they're kind of stories of freedom, but also kind of toiling and it's a very long history, but yeah, really amazing anthropological essays of them.
So as someone who doesn't know anything about folk music, the music I know about is electronic and played out of big sound systems.
So maybe you've heard that one.
Yeah, I have heard that. Who sampled that? Do you know? Moby.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But then, how would you define folk music? What is that as a genre? Because I feel like it's such a broad.
Yeah, I mean,
name.
folk culture encompasses the rituals, practices, beliefs, stories, all these traditions that are passed down through generations. So folk culture is really having a renaissance at the moment.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I think it's pretty symptomatic of a culture that's pretty fraught, which the world is right now. And the reason I'm interested in folk culture is because it's really steeped in the land and metaphors of the land and in these folk customs, the rivers, sea, the land, all is animate and has value. Whereas in a post-industrial society, nature's kind of seen as a resource to exploit and to use. So that's how I got into folk culture, looking at it through how we can protect landscapes by kind of using folk as a way in for people to connect with the land.
Do you feel like these songs are a way for people to connect with the land?
Some of them, I think you're kind of at the mercy of just my interests.
Yeah. Give it to me. That's why you're on here.
We've got kind of just it's not all aligned with that, I wouldn't say, but that's where my interest comes from.
Yeah.
But we've got a bit of a mix of just songs that I like. More broadly, so I hope that's all right. But the next one,
okay, what about the next one?
The next one, I think you'll like because it's written in Lancashire dialect.
Yeah,
so we've got a Lancashire girl, and of course
Lancashire lass.
And Liverpool used to be part of Lancashire.
Yeah,
so,
it did.
It's relevant to us in Liverpool as well. But this next song is. Should we just play it?
Yeah, let's play it. And we'll talk about it after.
It's called The Berry New Loom.
As I walked between Bolton and Barry, it were on the moonshining night. There I met wi' a buxom young waver, his company give me delight. She said, young fella, come tell me if you're level and ruler in tune. Come give me your answer correctly, can I get up and square me now loan? Well, I said, me dear lassie, believe me, well, I'm a good joiner betrayed, and many a good loom and a shuttle before in me time I have made. You short lambs and jacks and your long lambs, I quickly can put 'em in tune. Me rule is now in a good order, to get up and square a new loom. When she took me, she showed me your loom, boys, and down on her warp did appear the lamb jacks and nails put in motion. I levelled the loom to an air. Me shuttle run well in her lathe, sir, me thread it work well up and down. Me level stood close to her breast bone the time I was squaring her loom. Well, the cord on me lamb jacks and treadles at length then began to give way. The bobbin I had in me shuttle, left it no longer would stay. Her lathe it went bang to and fro, me main thread it kept on in tune. Me pickers went nickety-knack, all the time I were reeving her loom. When me shuttle it still kept in motion, the lamb she worked well up and down. The weight in her rods they did tremble, she said she would wave a new gown. Me strength now began for to fail me, I said, lad, it's right to an air. She turned up her eyes and said, Tommy, me loom does get very well square. But when she let go her forloom post, it flew out of order again. She cried, bring me your rule and your level, and help me to square it again. I said, me dear lassie, I'm sorry, for I must be in Boughton be noon. But when I come back this way, lass, I'll square up your jerry and loom.
Wow, I feel like...
It's very rude.
Oh, it's very rude. I feel like my ancestors are calling me my Lancastrian ancestors. That's what I mean. But it is very rude. But I actually didn't know that, so you can tell us what that song was.
Well,
what was it about, Maeve?
It's about the story of a young loom engineer. So they would have travelled before mechanical looms. They would have all been hand looms, and it would have been the women working on the loom. So the engineers would have travelled through different villages and repaired the looms. So it's a very rude song, full of
Innuendos.
Thank you. Yeah, so you've got to take it with a little wink.
Yeah.
As well.
Last time you were telling me about this song, you were saying that there's loads of metaphors for basically having...
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't even
yeah.
say what it was. But yeah, a Lothario.
A Lothario.
One of the lines which is hilarious is his tread works well up and down. So, yeah, very rude. I mean, they would have been sung by like a street singer. So you would have been hearing that like on your walk home from work. So
oh really?
Yeah, very super funny.
What, like, would the street singer be like entertainment for the town, and they just be, or like a bard almost?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they would sell songs as well.
Oh wow.
So yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I actually have heard that song before, but in a different version, because there's an album called Deep Lancashire, like Sounds of Mill Towns. I can't remember the full name, but it has a really long title. Yeah, and a version of that is on it with like loads of other songs about deep Lancastrian history. Because actually, funnily enough, years ago, I was like, I really want to do a radio show on like Lancastrian songs. But I guess this kind of scratches that itch for me, which is nice.
And like as well, it's kind of a story of, you know, before the Industrial Revolution, that would have been happening, but when the Industrial Revolution came and it was all then in factories, that just like wiped that out. Yeah. So yeah, it's a good way of like looking back at history as well and learning.
What the Industrial Revolution wiped out this hand looms. Hand looms.
Yeah. And
I thought you meant this kind of like style of music.
That would have stayed, but the tempo would have changed to this is like a slower, more in the tempo of working with a hand loom, and then the street songs would have become faster. And more the mechanics.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. That is interesting.
Next, we've got like a more contemporary folk song by one of my favourite artists, Lisa O'Neill. And it's also kind of about this like jobs being made obsolete when the revolution came. And she is talking in this song about Dockland workers in Dublin whose jobs get taken away by industry, by the Industrial Revolution, but it's obviously a very similar story to what happened here in Liverpool.
Yeah.
So
definitely. Okay, cool. So Rock the Machine, Lisa O'Neill.
I'm losing will. My hands are soft as cotton gloves. Machine has eaten up my job, my meaning, my cause. Machine with the strength of 100 men can't feed and clothe my children, can't greet a sailor coming in, or know of desperation. I shovel coal down Spencer's dock, I took a deer into wedlock, and you did a bear as a beautiful flock. River rocked the machine down on the docks, river rocked the machine until it stops. Oh Lord, lift me, show me gold, like heaven I will go. Oh Lord, lift me when you're high, like a comrade I will die, and the gold will glow and I will rise. We're gold enough to win back time, we're gold enough to win back pride. River rock the machine until it dies. Today, dear, I am unemployed. Before I spoke, you read my eyes. I feared of nothing or no one, but I feel old and I'm so young. I miss the graft, I miss the boys. I plead for purpose in the void. Time is in a word ticking tighter. I wish my Lord was a mountain lighter. I shovel coal I took you dear into wedlock, and you did bear us a beautiful flock. We've all rocked the machine down on the docks. We've all rocked the machine until it stops. Oh Lord, lift me, show me gold, and like every I will go. Oh, Rory, lift me when you're high, like a comrade I will die, and the gold will glow and I will rise. We're gold enough to win back time. We're gold enough to win back pride. River rock the machine until it dies. River rock the machine down on the docks. River rock the machine until it stops.
Okay, that was Rock the Machine by Lisa O'Neill. Perfect.
Yeah, I love that song. And I think that, yeah, it's a great, well, it's a beautiful song. It's a really sad story. And I think it's like kind of shows how folklore, folk music, people might think that, I don't know, like it's not super relevant to now and to your life now, and that you can't really relate to it. But like, it's not this like monolith of something that happened. Like, we can learn so much from these stories. Like, without it, you're kind of like running into what I think is like you're kind of running into the future blindfolded. But like with all of the traditions and oral traditions and stories, you're kind of going into the future with all of this, with the past and the present as well. And what she's talking about there is the Industrial Revolution taking Dockland workers' jobs, but it's still so relevant, everything she's talking about, for like right now. Like, we're having kind of another Industrial Revolution.
100%.
And AI is taking people's jobs.
Technological revolution,
Yeah, so like it's still super relevant, and when you kind of like see yourself in it a bit more, you're gonna be more connected.
Yeah, I think what resonates with me about that is how you said before about the Newberry Loom song, and how in that period of time the songs would have been slower, but then when the Industrial Revolution happened, the songs kind of picked up the pace. And it's almost like what's happening now with the technological revolution. Like, we're seeing this huge shift into more like electronic music genres rather from like I want to say boy bands, but like guitar music essentially.
Yeah, no, definitely.
You know?
It's like just symptomatic, of the current.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you want to play the next one?
Yeah, the next one. We've got it here, which is super nice. We've got the record.
We've got it physical. We're going digital today.
This is
physical and digital.
Yes.
You going now?
Oh yeah. This is a beautiful song. It's like it's a titled track of this album, The Ballad of the Gatekeeper by Jennifer Reed, who is just like an incredible historian, artist, performer. I just did some research for my master's, which was about folklore, and she was really like this kind of North Star throughout that whole process. So yeah, I just had to include a song by her. Yeah. Perfect.
A jolly gatekeeper was tending his garden, a place where he felt the safest of all. And when when folk walked past, he oft begged their pardon when their conversation would make him feel small. I can't get along in these newfangled times. The children speak freely of what they shall be. It's hard to exist in a world that seems foreign, but foreign means not what I want it to be. He was often approached, but he scarce would listen. His place was defined and his comfort secured. Groups of young people would walk past with caution. The atmosphere did not beckon him inward at all. The gatekeeper said he preserves the tradition. Well, strangely enough, we have the same goal. Said a young woman from behind a thicket. Gatekeeper turned around, stirred right to his soul. I'm interested in growing and changing. The gatekeeper looked around, scared and confused. I thought I was helping by keeping things samey. She put out her hand, but the gatekeeper refused. You cannot defy that which defines us. We descend from and sing the songs that went before. You must let me carry the baton from here. It's in safe hands and we wish to know more. The gatekeeper looked down at how he was standing. His legs were wide stanced and his arms folded tight. He gasped at realising how he was uninviting. His eyes glistened over and then went bright. I'm sorry, me lass, but I wasn't able to see that I was a block in your way. I only ask that you balance the table, collect right and sing till the end of the day. The girl and those around her did share in these stories, even uncovering some of their own. This tradition is delicate, our actions could have meant destruction of something that brings us home.
Oh, wow, that is so beautiful. I feel like this, Maeve said this came out last year, it was released last year, but it just like totally transports you to a different time. And it really just shows how timeless folk music is. Like, as I said, I know nothing about it, but I know that it's like so long standing, you know, it's timeless.
Yeah, for sure. It's like, it's really like a spiral,
Yeah.
like a never-ending spiral. Yeah, I love that song. And like, obviously that song's about the gatekeeper and like gatekeeping, I guess. She's talking about folk culture there, because there's a lot of like people wanting to like have fortresses around the folk traditions to not be changed or adapted, which obviously is like very problematic because they're not a lot of folk traditions from like black people, queer people, disabled people have during the folk revival in the Victorian era were like erased. So obviously we can't just like keep it just unchanging
when it's only from like one's perspective.
Yeah,
when it's mass recorded from one perspective.
And folk culture is like the culture of the people.
Yeah.
So it's just what the people decide they want in that moment. So yeah, if you need something different, it needs to be adapted. But yeah, gatekeeping in any genre or like any culture is just kind of makes it not relevant really, and therefore more likely to disappear. But when you can see yourself within it, and like you can see how it's relevant to you and what you can learn from it, then you're going to be connected to it. That's why we've chosen this next song. Which is I chose this song. I love this song. And we spoke a little bit about dialect, and we spoke about the Lancashire dialect, and so obviously had to include Scouse dialect. And so this is an amazing folk song by Cast 8.
Let's go.
Let's go.
the school run, getting up early. Still got no kids in nursery. I phone a taxi, I make bro follow behind so no other car comes near me. Why is that? Cause if blood try search me, be a myth trying to say it was Percy. I'm lucky the taxi man was a Scouser, probably would have been an awkward journey. I'm from the crazy side of the Mersey, can I go America like Eddie Murphy? They had me locked up queuing for surgery, but I've been tapped in the head since nursery. I was a kid just trying to play Kirby before the link with bro by Kirby. And back then he was playing with Ami, but now he's got Cali and teeth from Turkey. And me bell never got no approval. They had me eating on Coley noodles, and I don't know about going to weddings. I used that suit there for court and funerals. Been the tallest one in the camp and the youngest one, it's a little unusual. Now they think that I'm 30 plus, but I'm in Gen Z if we're going off Google. But we all grow old and it end, but me, I'm not trying to grow old and it ends. So every day man's taking a risk and I still do shit that I don't recommend. And she tried asking me if I'm stubborn, but me, I just say I don't know, it depends. If Air Max 95s with a mill, I'd still be saying the cold 110s. There was a female screw on the landing and everyone thought she was 10 out of 10. I saw the same screw on road and knew I couldn't be on the landing again. First day on the wing, got a pack with Kling, linked up with bro when I landed in Penn. And I was vexed when I looked at me depths, just wish I could chicken her busy like Shem. Before I got the reload on Kenny, I was trying to get the reload on Kenny, but them times there couldn't pay for the band. I was mixing the house just like Tom Zanetti. Before I could fill up the ride with Petty, I was doing pedal bike shifts on a boardman. Before they knew about riding a Lecky, I'm saving a cat to me head all sweaty. The same ones that I saw in the evening, I already seen them twice already. I let the shots build up in the cafe and bang them all out when I finish me brekkie. Some of them calling for Bobby and Whitney, and some only calling for Nelly and Kelly. And some of them don't really mess with the dark, they just like the white, something like John Terry. And I don't know about chasing Charles, cause man's still out there chasing Elizabeth. Crazy predicaments, taking risks like say I don't have no clue what a prison is. I was on Bamboo Lab on the Mac, got bro trying to tell me to make him a switch. Is he taking a piss that I mess up the filaments? Burn out quick like say he was billing it. Burn out quick when you press with a trigger, is it? I love Bamboo Lab trying to snitch on man. Now I've got to link up with solicitors. Now I've got to get rid of 3D files on Blender so they don't know what the vision is. And he said take up Baygax Slay Gang, but his name got J go say got, and I'm doing for Fagon spitting late giddicks with. And we all grow old and it end, but me, I'm not trying to grow old and it ends. So every day man's taking a risk and I still do shit that I don't recommend. And she tried asking me if I'm stubborn, but me, I just say I don't know, it depends. If Air Max 95s with a mill, I'd still be saying the cold 110s. There was a female screw on the landing and everyone thought she was 10 out of 10. I saw the same screw on road and knew I couldn't be on the landing again. First day on the wing, got a pack with Kling, linked up with bro when I landed in Penn. And I was vexed when I looked at me depths, just wish I could chicken her busy like Shem.
I don't think that's on. Do you want to share this?
Testing. Oh, there we go. Testing. Yeah. So, how was that, Maeve? How is that folk culture? Folk music?
Yeah, it's folk music, it's folklore, it's Scouse folk culture. Like, as part of my research, I did some like urban folklore, like making new myths, and we were talking about like you might think that there's no traditional costume or traditional dance or traditional music in Liverpool, but actually the traditional, the folk costume are the 110s. Yeah, like 100%. It's a way of like seeing who's part of your community, like who you're like, and like in capitalism, community sold back to you. Yeah. At the price of a pair of 110s. Wow.
Bars. Just say that again for me. I'll say it. And under capitalism, community is sold back to you, and in Liverpool, it says the price of a pair of 110s.
Great.
There you go.
So I mean, I love that song, and it's like, it's just like a celebration of people, and I just love that song. Yeah.
Also, the dialect. Did you say about the dialect?
No, but obviously everyone can recognise the specific like language that he's using in that song that is Scouse, and the accent, and it's like,
yeah. I think it's so good when people sing, or like obviously he's not singing rap, whatever, just like do their artistry in their own dialect. I feel like that makes it so much more impactful, and almost why the one by Jennifer Reed feels so timeless, because she is doing it in her own dialect.
Yeah,
you know?
And like folk culture and folk art and folk music, it is what I said before about the stories being passed down. It's the documenting of life, of your life, and that's what rap music is as well, and that's what that song is. Like, you can really place it like in a moment in time, and a place. So that's why it's a folk song.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Great,
I'm
you're
sold.
sold.
I'm sold.
Okay,
yeah,
cool. The next song.
Can we do this one?
Yeah. No, I think I'm New Here.
Okay, perfect.
I love this song.
Yeah.
It's by Gil Scott-Heron, who was also like super important in the evolution of rap music. But
Yeah.
this is a really his like spoken word and poetry. Yeah, it's a just
Play the song.
just play the song.
Just play the goddamn song.
I did not become someone different that I did not want to be. But I'm new here. Will you show me around? No matter how far wrong you've gone, you can always turn around. Met a woman in a bar, told her I was hard to get to know, and near about impossible to forget. She said I had an ego on me, the size of Texas. Well, I'm new here, and I forget. Does that mean big or small? No matter how far wrong you've gone, you can always turn around. And I'm sitting places like a snake. It may be crazy, but I'm the closest thing I have to voice reason. Turn around, turn around, turn around. You may come full circle and be new here again. Turn around, turn around, turn around. You may come full circle, be new here again. Turn around, turn around, turn around. You may come full circle and be new here again. Turn around, turn around, turn around. You may come full circle, be new here again. Turn around, turn around, turn around. You may come full circle and be new here again.
Oh, Sally, my dear, it's you I'd be kissing. Oh, Sally, my dear, it's you I'd be kissing. She smiled and replied, you don't know what you're missing. Oh, Sally, my dear, I wish I could wed you. Oh, Sally, my dear, I wish I could bed you. She smiled and replied, then you'd say I'd misled you. If all you young men were hares on the mountain, if all you young men were hares on the mountain, how many young girls girls would take guns and go hunting. If the young men could sing like blackbirds and thrushes, if the young men could sing like blackbirds and thrushes, how many young girls would go beating the bushes? If all you young men were fish in the water, if all you young men were fish in the water, how many young girls would undress and dive after? But the young men are given to frisking and fooling. Oh, the young men are given to frisking and fooling. So I leave them alone and attend to my schooling.
That was a beautiful song. I think that's one of my favourites in this whole show, Hairs on the Mountain. But before that, we had
I'm New Here by Gil Scott-Heron.
yeah,
Which is beautiful song. It's got like those very folky elements underneath the spoken word. And then that song Hairs on the Mountain by Shirley Collins. It's a great song. It's great storytelling. There's like so many like different
gay undertones.
You can read it many different ways basically, but like I definitely hear it as like a song about like gender subversion. And she's singing about her lesbian lover and she wishes she could be with her, but also it's like bringing in the like nature references with the referencing the hairs. But yeah, it's amazing beautiful song. What shall we play next? Should we play that one?
Do you want to play this one? Or that one?
Let's play that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Another one with gay undertones. Or not gay undertones, just a gay...
Yeah.
Just a queer person.
Yeah.
We like, make it gay. Make it gay.
Yeah.
Should I play it?
Yeah, play it.
Sorry, did I make it?
It's nice to hear your voice again. I've waited all day long, even wrote a song for you. It's strange the way you make me feel. With just a word or two, I'd like to do the same for you. It's nice to hear you say hello. And how are things with you? I love you. But very soon it's time to go. An office job to do while I'm here writing songs for you. Strange how a phone call can change your day. Take you away, away from the feeling of being alone. Bless the telephone. It's nice the way you say my name. Not very fast or slow, just soft and low. The same as when you tell me how you feel. I feel the same way too. I'm very much in love with you. I'm very much in love with you.
Beautiful song.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song. It's La Vie c'est free is like a really nice introduction to folk music. I love that song. I love all of his music, really. He's from the UK, from Cannock Chase. And yeah, he's another person that like really didn't become like get the fame that he deserved. Like didn't become like a household name really. He was a black queer person in the 60s making folk music. So yeah, there's obviously like a lot of prejudice there, which is so unfortunate. But now he's kind of having this second like fame with everything is circular. It's a spiral, isn't it? So with TikTok and stuff, like finding his music, and everyone's had like an experience like that. Like that song, like everyone can relate to the feelings in that song. So beautiful, such a beautiful voice. We can play this song next. Cool. This is Hey Girl, another cover of a very famous song.
Hey girl, don't you lie to me. Tell me, where did you go last night? To the pines, where the sun never shines, and I shivered the whole night through. My father was a railroad man, killed a mile and a half from here. His train was found in the deep canyon, and his body was never found. It caused me to weep, it caused me to moan, it caused me to leave my home. Hey girl, don't you lie to me. Tell me, where did you go last night? To the pines, where the sun never shines, and I shivered the whole night.
Perfect.
Yeah, love that song. That was Norma Taniga.
Yeah.
She was Dusty Springfield's lover, actually. So I don't know if that was about Dusty, or who that was about.
Who
she was
could have been
referencing.
about a woman.
Yeah, and I like the subversion, the gender subversion from the classic song that we've all heard and Nirvana also covered.
Yeah. Was that the original?
No, it's not the original. No, it's like a traditional song that would have been covered by many people. But yeah, I think that's recorded in the 60s. So earlier. And just to say that we've kind of like gone through some songs this evening from Ireland, England, and the US. But there's folk music and folk culture in like every culture in the world and every language. So it exists everywhere.
It's
not
just
like a
limited
tiny
to language or culture or country. It's
definitely not. So this is just like a tiny speck of like folk culture that we've like chatted about.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So we have one final song that I have pestered Maeve to play because as someone who doesn't know about folk music, obviously up until this show, when we were planning it, I was talking about we kind of ended up having like a a music video night, and we got onto this track, and I was like, isn't this just the epitome of folk music? Because it's so DIY, it's so community orientated, it's the story of the people who are singing it. And it was almost like a defining moment in culture as well. Specifically for the cultural reset, specifically for the genre and for the scene. And I was like, we got to play this. Maeve was reluctant, but we're doing it anyway. So this is the final song. I don't need to introduce it because you know what it is, and you just got to picture the music video and the red zip up.
Right.
I love it.
State your name, cuz.
Stormzy, innit?
And what we doing today?
Rapping, innit?
Yeah?
I think this is folklore.
Let's go.
Man, try to say he's better than me. Tell my man, shut up. Mention my name in your tweets. I rude boy, shut up. Better than me? Shut up. Best in the scene. Tell my man, yo, couple man call me a backup dancer. On stage at the Brits, I'm a backup dancer. If that makes me a backup dancer, the man in your vids, the man in your pics, man wanna chat about backup dancer. Big man like me with a beard, I'm a big man, how the fuck can I? Army comes everywhere I go. I can't run with my enemies show. Walk in the club with all of my tugs. Party's done, everybody go home. Apart from the girl, them you lot stay. Walk in the club with a girl, say hey. Tell a man like I'm K to the A. There's no champagne, we don't rave. Yeah, I'm the best, I'm so cocky. I got a mob like ASAP Rocky. I set trends, don't man copy. They catch feelings, I catch bodies. They roll deep, I roll squaddy. Got about 25 goons in my posse. They drink Baileys, I drink Bossy. I get murky, they get worried. If you got a GAT, bring it out. Most of the real bad boys of the South. If you wanna do me, something I'm about. I'm not a gangster, I'm just about. But you see my man over there with a pouch. There one of you man try to get loud. All of my man them move so foul. I might sing but I ain't sold out. Nowadays all of my shows sold out. Headline tour, yeah, blood sold out. When we roll in, they roll out. I'm so London, I'm so south. Food on the ends like there ain't no drought. Flips don't talk like he's got no mouth. I wanna make my mum so proud. Like yo mum, book a flight, go now. All of my ex-girls talking me hard. Talk to my face and talk to my palm. Had full bills and I bought me a car. Little red whip that I bought for my march. I straight Mercs and walk in the park. I take care when I water my plants. These MCs wanna talk about Lord of the Mics. You ain't even Lord of the Yard. Dead MCs, blood, leave me alone. Me and your girl only speak on the phone. Kill a whole crew of MCs on my own. Kill a whole crew of MCs for the throne. I was out hungry, so I'm hungry. Man try to eat, then leave me the bones. Now these niggas, they need me to grow. Hot chocolate and a panini to go. I'm a big man, fuck a postcode war. Man are upset about the Mobile Awards. Yeah, I was gassed at the Mobile Awards. Why? Cause I ain't won the Mobile before. Duh, all of you MCs sound so bitter. Shut down wireless, shut down Twitter. Shout out DP, shout out Flipper. Best my age, yeah, blood. Look, if you don't rate me, shame on you. If you don't rate me, shame on you. Can I order a deathbed for an MC? He wants beef, let me make that too. Anyone else wanna make that move? Anyone else wanna pay their dues? Imposters wanna take my tune. Stiff chocolate, yeah, my face so smooth. Check it, don't even talk too much, you're a talker. The man still go halves on a quarter. Saw me turn from a prince to a pauper. 2 cigarettes and a bottle of water. Tell the bouncer I'll get the bottles in order. Man in the kitchen putting in orders.
What a tune that is. I honestly can imagine.
Shut your fucking stupid mouth. Chatting bare fucking shit. Shut the fuck up. Shut your fucking mouth. I rude boy, shut up. One time, yeah? Chatting bare fucking shit. Shut up.
I just imagine the start of the grime scene and them going to these car parks and getting lifts there and getting on the bus and creating this scene and on the dance floors as well in London, and that is their folklore. They're kind of creating this movement and singing these songs of the people, and I just feel like that's what folklore is. And I wanted to play that track, and we were watching the music video of them all stood about, and I was like, this is what folklore's about. Well, this is what folk is about. Yeah,
I love it. I love that song.
That's the end of our show. Thank you so much to Maeve for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for teaching me
Rowan.
and whoever's listening about folk music.
Yeah, it was cool. It was nice to it was a cool process to think of these songs and try and also make it make sense a little bit. But yeah,
Maeve has a master's degree in folklore, or she studied folklore for a master's degree.
I researched folklore.
She researched folklore as part of her master's.
Urban folklore.
Wow. So she's literally an expert on this. So who better to tell us about urban folklore than a master of it? Thank you so much, Maeve.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.